Have you ever experienced a single moment that changed everything? A conversation that shifted your entire perspective? A decision that redirected the course of your life? A seemingly random encounter that turned out to be destiny? These aren't coincidences. These are quantum energy portals, and they're happening all around you, all the time. Today, we're rediving into one of the most powerful phenomena in manifestation and spiritual evolution. The quantum energy portal. These are specific moments in time when the veil between realities becomes thin, when multiple timelines converge, when the universe opens a doorway and invites you to step through into a completely different life. And most people miss them because they don't know what they're looking for. Welcome to Quantum Love, where we explore the invisible architecture of reality, the energetic mechanics of transformation, and the quantum moments that define our existence. I'm here to show you how to recognize these portals when they appear, how to activate them intentionally, and how to move through them consciously so you can access the highest timelines available to you. Let's start with what a quantum energy portal actually is. In physics, a portal is a doorway between dimensions, between realities, between states of existence. In quantum mechanics, reality exists in superposition, meaning all possible versions of your life exist simultaneously until you observe and collapse them into experience. A quantum energy portal is a moment when the walls between these possible realities become permeable, when you can literally step from one timeline into another. These portals appear at specific moments of high energy, high consciousness, or high cosmic alignment. They appear when you're ready for a quantum leap, when your soul is calling for evolution, when the universe is orchestrating your next level. And they always come with a choice. Will you step through, or will you stay where you are? Will you say yes to the unknown, or will you cling to the familiar? Will you trust the portal, or will you let fear close it? Think back to the pivotal moments in your life, the times when everything changed. When you look back, you'll notice that these weren't gradual shifts. They were sudden. They were powerful. There were moments when reality seemed to crack open and offer you something completely different. That job offer that came out of nowhere. That person who walked into your life at exactly the right time. That decision that felt terrifying but somehow inevitable. That moment of insight that shattered your old worldview. These were quantum energy portals. And whether you knew it or not, you made a choice in that moment that collapsed one timeline and activated another. You stepped through the portal, and your life was never the same. But here's what most people don't realize. These portals aren't just random. They're not accidents. They're responses to your frequency, your readiness, your soul's call for evolution. The universe is always listening to your energetic signature. It knows where you are, where you want to go, and what you need to experience to get there. And when you reach a certain frequency, when you've done enough inner work, when you've released enough resistance, when you've aligned enough with your desires, the universe opens a portal. It creates a moment, an opportunity, a doorway that can catapult you into the life you've been preparing for. But portals don't stay open forever. They have a window, a specific time frame when the energy is aligned, when the opportunity is available, when the choice is yours to make. Miss the window, and the portal closes. You don't lose the opportunity forever, but you do have to wait for the next one. And that could be months or years away, depending on how long it takes you to reach that frequency again. This is why awareness is so crucial. You have to be awake enough to recognize a portal when it appears. You have to be conscious enough to feel the energy of it. You have to be brave enough to step through, even when you and Tay know what is on the other side. Because the nature of portals is that they lead to the unknown. They take you beyond what your logical mind can predict or control. They require trust, surrender, and a willingness to let your old life die so your new life can be born. Portals often appear disguised as challenges, as endings, as losses. Your relationship ends suddenly. You lose your job unexpectedly. You have a health crisis that forces you to reevaluate everything. Your plans fall apart completely, and in that moment of dissolution, when everything you knew is crumbling, a portal is opening. The universe is creating space for something new, clearing the old timeline so you can step into a new one. Most people experience these moments as purely traumatic. They fight against the ending. They try to hold on to what's leaving. They resist the dissolution, and in doing so, they miss the portal. They don't see that the ending is also a beginning, that the loss is also an invitation, that the death is also a rebirth. They stay stuck in the old timeline, trying to reconstruct what was, instead of stepping through the portal into what could be. But when you understand portals, when you can recognize them energetically, you respond differently. You still feel the pain of the ending, but you also feel the possibility of the portal. You grieve what's leaving while simultaneously opening to what's arriving. You trust that the universe isn't taking something from you. It's making space for something better, something more aligned, something your soul has been calling for. There are different types of quantum energy portals, and each serves a different purpose in your evolution. The first type is the spontaneous portal. This is the unexpected moment that comes out of nowhere and changes everything. You meet someone who becomes a catalyst for your transformation. You have a conversation that shatters your limiting beliefs. You experience something that awakens a part of you that's been dormant. You receive information that redirects your entire path. Spontaneous portals are gifts from the universe. Moments when grace intervenes in your life without you having to do anything to create them. They happen when your frequency is aligned, when your soul is ready, when the timing is perfect. Your job with spontaneous portals is simply to recognize them and say yes. Don't overthink it. Don't rationalize it away. Don't let fear talk you out of it. When a spontaneous portal appears, trust it and step through. The second type is the intentional portal. These are portals you create through conscious practice, through ritual, through energetic work. When you meditate deeply and enter expanded states of consciousness, you're opening a portal. When you do ceremonial work with intention and presence, you're opening a portal. When you make a powerful declaration and back it with aligned action, you're opening a portal. When you consciously release an old identity and claim a new one, you're opening a portal. Intentional portals require you to be the active agent of your transformation. You're not waiting for the universe to hand you an opportunity. You're creating the energetic conditions for the portal to open. You're raising your frequency intentionally. You're aligning with your desired timeline consciously. You're collapsing the old reality and calling in the new one through focused intention and elevated emotion. The third type is the cosmic portal. These are moments when the universe itself creates energetic openings that affect everyone. Eclipse seasons, solstices, equinoxes, planetary alignments. These are all cosmic portals. During these times, the veil between dimensions is naturally thinner. Manifestation is amplified. Transformation is accelerated. Insights come more easily. Synchronicities multiply. If you're paying attention during cosmic portals, if you're consciously working with the energy instead of just letting it happen to you, you can make quantum leaps that would normally take years. You can release patterns that have been stuck for lifetimes. You can call in manifestations that have been waiting for the right energetic moment. Cosmic portals are collective opportunities available to everyone, but utilized fully by those who are conscious of them. The fourth type is the crisis portal. These are the most challenging because they're born from breakdown, from loss, from things falling apart. But they're also the most powerful because they create complete dissolution of the old, which means complete space for the new. When your life implodes, when everything you've built crumbles, when you're brought to your knees by circumstances beyond your control, a massive portal is opening. Crisis portals strip away everything that isn't essential. They burn down the false structures, the limiting identities, the relationships and situations that were holding you in an old timeline. And in the ashes of that destruction, you have the opportunity to rebuild from scratch, to recreate yourself entirely, to step into a version of your life that would have been impossible without the crisis breaking you open. The key with crisis portals is not to waste the breakdown. Don't just try to return to normal as quickly as possible. Don't rush to rebuild the same life you had before. Use the portal. Let yourself be transformed by it. Ask yourself, who do I want to become through this? What timeline am I being invited into? What is my soul trying to show me through this destruction? Crisis portals hurt, but they also heal at the deepest levels, if you allow them to. Now let's talk about how to recognize a portal when you're in one. Portals have a specific, energetic signature. First, time feels different. You might feel like time is speeding up or slowing down. Moments feel pregnant with meaning. There's a sense of being suspended between worlds, between the old and the new. Second, synchronicities increase dramatically. You see repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, messages from the universe everywhere you look. Third, you feel both terrified and exhilarated. There's fear of the unknown, fear of letting go, fear of what you might lose. But there's also excitement, aliveness, a sense that something significant is happening. Fourth, you feel pulled in a direction that doesn't make logical sense but feels deeply right. Your intuition is screaming yes, even while your mind is listing all the reasons to say no. Fifth, there's a sense of inevitability, of destiny, of this being meant to happen. You might not understand why, but you know that this moment matters, that this choice will define something important, that you're standing at a crossroads. Sixth, people around you might not understand. They might think you're crazy for considering what you're considering. They might try to talk you out of it. This is because they're not in the portal with you. They can't feel what you're feeling. They can't see what you're seeing. When you recognize you're in a portal, you have to make a choice, and you have to make it within the window of the portal. This is why portals can feel so pressurized, so intense. There's urgency because the window won't stay open forever. The energy is heightened because the stakes are real. This choice will determine which timeline you collapse into, which version of your life becomes your reality. So, how do you choose? How do you know whether to step through the portal or stay where you are? First, feel into your body. Your body knows. If thinking about stepping through the portal creates expansion, excitement, energy, even with fear, that's a yes. If thinking about it creates contraction, heaviness, deadness, that's a no. Your body as wisdom bypasses your mind as fear and speaks directly to what is true for your soul. Second, ask yourself, am I saying no because of fear or because it's genuinely not aligned? Fear of the unknown? Fear of chains? Fear of what others will think? These are not valid reasons to reject a portal, but genuine misalignment, intuition saying this isn't your path, a deep knowing that this isn't right for you, despite how appealing it might look. These are valid reasons to let a portal pass. Third, consider what you're being asked to release to step through this portal. Every portal requires sacrifice. You can't bring your entire old life through the portal with you. Something has to be left behind. An old identity, an old relationship, an old belief system, an old way of being. Are you willing to let it go? If you're clinging to what needs to be released, the portal will close, or worse, you'll try to force your old life through the portal and end up stuck between worlds. Neither here nor there. Fourth, trust the timing. If a portal is appearing now, it's because now is when you're ready, even if you don't feel ready. The universe doesn't open portals prematurely. It waits until you've done the preparation, until your frequency is aligned, until the cosmic timing is perfect. If the portal is here, you're ready. Your fear might not feel ready, but your soul is. Fifth, remember that not choosing is also a choice. If you avoid making a decision, if you wait too long hoping for more clarity or certainty, the portal will close, and you'll have chosen by default to stay in your current timeline. Portals demand decisiveness. They require you to choose with incomplete information, to leap before you're certain, to trust before you have proof. This is by design. The portal is testing your faith, your trust, your willingness to surrender control. When you do step through a portal, when you make the choice to enter the new timeline, expect turbulence. Portals aren't gentle transitions. They're quantum leaps. Reality has to reorganize itself around your new frequency. Old structures have to collapse. New opportunities have to emerge. People who aren't aligned with your new timeline have to exit your life. People who are aligned have to enter. This reorganization can feel chaotic, disorienting, even scary. During this transition period, you might question your choice. You might wonder if you made a mistake. You might feel tempted to go back through the portal to the familiar life you left behind. TCs. Normal. Your ego is freaking out because everything it knew is dissolving. Your nervous system is adjusting to a completely new frequency. Your identity is transforming. Give yourself grace during this time. Trust that the chaos is temporary, that it's part of the portal passage, that you will stabilize in the new timeline. Also understand that once you step through a portal, there's a period where you're living in two worlds simultaneously. Patavia is still connected to the old timeline, still processing the release. still grieving what's gone. And part of you is already in the new timeline, already embodying the new version, already experiencing the new reality. This liminal space can feel strange, but it's necessary. You need time to fully release the old and fully integrate the new. How long this transition takes depends on how much resistance you have, how willing you are to let go completely, how aligned your actions are with your new timeline. Some portal passages take days or weeks. Others take months. The key is to stay committed to the new timeline, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you can't see evidence yet, even when people around you don't understand what you're doing. The evidence will come, but only after you've fully committed to being in the new reality. Now let's talk about how to activate portals intentionally when you're ready for a quantum leap. First, you have to get clear on what timeline you want to access. What version of your life do you want to step into? What does it look like, feel like, embody? You can't activate a portal to nowhere. You need a clear destination, a specific reality you're calling in. Spend time visualizing this, feeling it, believing it's possible for you. Second, you have to raise your frequency to match the timeline you're calling in. You can't access a high-frequency timeline from a low-frequency state. This means doing whatever it takes to elevate your energy. Meditation, movement, music, nature, creativity, joy, gratitude, love. Get yourself into the highest state you can access and maintain it. The portal will open when your frequency matches the frequency of where you want to go. Third, you have to release what's blocking the portal. What fear, what belief, what attachment, what identity is keeping you locked in your current timeline. Identify it and consciously release it. Write it down and burn it. Speak it out loud and declare it complete. Do a ritual of letting go. Create a symbolic action that represents the release. The portal can't open fully while you're still gripping the old reality. Fourth, make a declaration. State clearly, out loud, with conviction and emotion, what you're choosing. I am stepping into the timeline where... double quotes. I am releasing the old reality and claiming the new one where... I'm opening a portal to... double quotes your words. Carry creative power. They program your subconscious. They send a signal to the quantum field. Make your declaration bold, specific, and filled with the energy of certainty. Fifth, take immediate action that aligns with the new timeline. The portal opens through the combination of internal shift and external action. You can't just visualize and hope. You have to move. Do something today, right now, that you would do if you were already living in the new timeline. Make a call, send an email, create something, invest in something, say yes to something, say no to something. Physical action anchors the energetic shift into material reality. Sixth, watch for signs that the portal is opening. Synchronicities will start appearing. Opportunities will emerge. The right people will show up. Information will find you. Doors that were closed will suddenly open. Pay attention to these signs and follow them. They're the universe showing you the path through the portal. Don't ignore them. Don't rationalize them away. Trust them and act on them. Seventh, be willing to move through the portal even when it's uncomfortable. Even when you can't see the whole path. Even when others think you're crazy. The portal requires courage. It requires trust. It requires a willingness to release control and surrender to the mystery. You won't know how it's all going to work out. You won't have all the answers. You won't be able to explain it to everyone, and that's okay. The portal doesn't require understanding. It requires faith. Another crucial aspect of working with portals is understanding that they're cumulative. Every portal you step through prepares you for the next one. Every quantum leap increases your capacity for bigger leaps. Every time you choose the unknown over the familiar, you strengthen your portal-walking muscles. You become someone who can navigate these energetic doorways with more ease, more trust, more mastery. This is why your spiritual journey accelerates over time. The first portal might take years to recognize and step through. The second one might take months. Eventually, you become so attuned to portal energy that you can feel them opening, recognize them immediately, and move through them within days or even hours. You develop portal intelligence, a sensitivity to the energetic shifts that signal an opening between realities. But with this acceleration comes responsibility. As you become more conscious, as you develop the ability to activate and navigate portals intentionally, you also become more accountable for your choices. You can't claim ignorance anymore. You can't say you didn't know. You can't play victim to your circumstances. You become a conscious co-creator with the universe. And that means taking full ownership of the timelines you're choosing and the reality you're creating. This can feel heavy at times. The responsibility of being conscious, of knowing you're choosing your reality moment by moment, of recognizing that every decision is collapsing a particular timeline into existence. But it's also incredibly empowering because it means you're not at the mercy of fate or chance or other people's choices. You have agency. You have power. You have the ability to shift your entire life by stepping through the right portal at the right moment. There's also the phenomenon of false portals, and this is important to address. Not every opportunity that looks like a portal actually is one. Sometimes what appears to be a doorway to a new timeline is actually a distraction, a detour, or a test. False portals often come with a lot of glamour, a lot of immediate appeal, a lot of promises. They look exciting on the surface, but when you feel into them deeply, there's something off. Your intuition whispers warnings, even while your ego gets excited. False portals usually appeal to your wounds rather than your wholeness. They promise to fix you, complete you, save you. They offer shortcuts that bypass the real work. They create dependency rather than empowerment. They take you away from your authentic path rather than deeper into it. Learning to distinguish between true portals and false ones is a crucial skill, and it comes from developing your intuition, trusting your body's wisdom, and being honest about your motivations. Ask yourself, is this portal calling to my soul or my ego? Is it inviting me to grow or allowing me to avoid growth? Does it align with my values and my vision? Or does it just look good? Am I being pulled toward this from a place of wholeness or from a place of lack? True portals always call you toward more authenticity, more alignment, more truth. False portals promise external fixes for internal issues. Let's also talk about collective portals versus individual portals. We're living through a time of massive collective portal openings. Humanity is being called through a doorway into a new paradigm, a new consciousness, a new way of being on this planet. The old systems are collapsing, the old structures are falling apart, and in that breakdown, a portal is opening for our species. You can feel this in the air, can't you? The sense that everything is changing, that we can't go back to how things were, that something fundamentally new is trying to be born. This is a collective portal, and every human on the planet is being affected by it. But not everyone is conscious of it. Not everyone is choosing to step through. Many people are resisting, clinging to the old world, trying to prevent the change. But you, being here, listening to this, you're someone who's choosing to step through the collective portal consciously. You're someone who's saying yes to the new paradigm, yes to the higher consciousness, yes to being part of the shift. And your individual portal work contributes to the collective portal passage. Every time you raise your frequency, you make it easier for others to raise theirs. Every time you step through a personal portal, you help open the collective portal wider. This is the deeper purpose of your transformation. It's not just about you creating a better life for yourself, although that's part of it. It's about you being a lighthouse, a wayshore, a portal walker who demonstrates that it's possible, that it's safe, that it's worth it. Others are watching you, even if you don't realize it. Your courage to step through portals gives them courage. Your willingness to transform inspires their transformation. So as we close, I want you to understand that portals aren't rare, mystical occurrences that happen once in a lifetime. They're constantly available. The universe is always creating opportunities for you to quantum leap, to shift timelines, to step into higher versions of your reality. The question is, are you awake enough to see them? Are you brave enough to choose them? Are you willing to release what needs to be released to move through them? Start paying attention. Notice the moments when time feels different, when synchronicities multiply, when you feel that pull towards something new. Notice when endings happen suddenly, when things fall apart unexpectedly, when life seems to be clearing space. Notice when you meet someone who feels significant, when you receive information that shifts your perspective, when opportunities appear that align perfectly with your desires. These are all portals. They're all invitations. They're all the universe saying, here, now, this way, choose. And your job is simply to recognize them, honor them, and have the courage to step through when your soul says yes. Because on the other side of every portal is a version of you that you can't even imagine from where you are now. A version that's more aligned, more empowered, more authentic, more alive. That version is waiting for you. The portal is open. The choice is yours. If this message awakened something within you, if you've recognized the portals in your own life, or felt the call to step through one right now, show your support by hitting that like button. Your engagement helps this reach others who are standing at the threshold of their own transformation, ready to quantum leap into their highest timeline. Subscribe to Quantum Love and turn on notifications, because we're exploring the deepest mysteries of consciousness, manifestation, and reality creation every single week. Remember, the portal is always open. The question is, will you step through? Your new life is waiting on the other side. Trust the call. Trust yourself. I'll see you in the next video.